We've always had a history of athletes that have been able to come into school here and perform good. The great thing is now the athletes are coming in shape, and it makes it a little easier for the coaches to do, what they can do, which is get the athletes in better shape so that we can compete at a higher level. So doing background training, the athletes were focused. We had a phenomenal year last year on the men's and women's side, and I think that energy carried over so that we can come in and be a little bit more excited for this year coming up. So I'm expecting some good things. Actually, I'm expecting great things from the men's side as well as the women's side. And background training, it was great. They came in, they worked hard, they supported each other. They got stronger, they got a lot faster, and the confidence is growing with each competition that we actually have. Those guys have come in, they've brought leadership. Taekwon Dukes, Tyler Q, Brendan Rodney, Alistair McLean, and Brendan Rodney, of course. They've come in and they've brought leadership like we've never had, prior to any of the teams that we've ever had here at Long Island University. So I'm appreciative of that. They're, really coming in and they're helping the younger kids understand what we do, why we do it, and then how we do it. And they're also allowing them to see that if they can come in and, just believe and then put in the work that the same way that they reap the benefits, that they will also prosper. It brings a great dynamic to the team because, first of all, it's like a home meet for us. We're less than 20 minutes away from the facility. It's a great facility. It's a great warm-up area. I think the competition itself is going to be great. And I mean, it feels good to finally be able to have something close to home because for the last, say, 15, 16 years, we've been having so many members of the administration as well as athletes who want to actually come out and watch us compete. So just, being able to have the opportunity for us to, have a home meet, it's exciting for us as well as the athletes. Well, we really try not to put pressure on ourselves. We know that once you start putting pressure on yourselves, you start making mistakes. So the one thing that we just basically remind them is to go out and compete how they've been competing all year, to stay fully engaged, to stay focused on what they're trying to do. And, we roll the dice, and if it happens, it does. And if we roll the dice, it doesn't, it doesn't. We try to allow the athletes to understand that in athletics, sometimes you're going to win, and then sometimes you're going to wind up losing. And the only way that we continue to be successful is sometimes by losing, which is not always a good thing, but then you learn, from the losses that you actually wind up having. But they're engaged, they're focused on what they're going to achieve and what we have intentions to achieve, so hopefully the outcome will come on in our favor. The women's team, in my opinion, has always been a far better team than the guys' team. I think the problem that we have with the women's team is when we get into championship season, the women tend to put a little bit more pressure on themselves. It's like, we have to do this, we have to do this, we have to do this. And like I keep reminding them, as long as you go out there and compete how you've been competing the entire year, we can wind up winning the championships. It's like every weekend somebody else is showing me that they can step up and, be just as good as the next person. So we've had Cassandra Jones, who has come in, and I mean, first year student who I tried to recruit coming out of high school, but she didn't clear. She wound up going to a Division II university, and then I ran into her at Canadian Championships, and as soon as I ran into her, she said that she was already in the process of getting a release, and I didn't know that she still wanted to come here. So she had got the release. She came here and she's coming and she's brought into the program, and she's doing a phenomenal job being a first-year student athlete here at the program. Stephanie Adu, Simorn Bog, Liz Adiosanya, Kyra Harmon Wright, Gabriella Adiosanya, all of them are coming in, they're buying into the program along with Anise Cuffey and Aaliyah Stevens. We have a huge class that are graduating, but they're coming in and, as long as they can, continue to stay positive and stay focused, and I think, this will be the year that the women can, finally, get over that hump and, finally win that championship that we've been fighting for.